Welcome to Latte and Tea. This is part 2 of Mimic Demon Wants Me to Open the Door. First is very talented TikTok creator at Valeria.eros. She has a couple Valegs that were typically not of her norm, but the nature of her content could be conjuring unwanted attention from unworldly, mimic demons, and she can get a little creepy herself. Let's check it out.
Swear there's someone outside my room. Wait. Hey. Hey.
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely true.
So I've already told the story before, but I'll say it again because it's honestly kind of my Roman Empire and I think about it a lot. So back in high school, I obviously lived with my family and I had my own bedroom. And I had a vanity, like for makeup, set up right across from my bed. And I had this square mirror right across from my bed. But you couldn't actually like see yourself in the mirror when you're sitting in the bed because it was a little bit too high. So like if I were sitting in my bed like this and I would look in the mirror, all I would see is just a part of the wall on the ceiling. Anyways, at that time in my life, I was really into digital art. So one night I was just sitting on my bed like this and like drawing something like on my computer. And that night I felt like drawing something really creepy. So I drew this like classic scary girl, like long black hair, white bloody dress, missing limbs, like one missing eye, like very uneven body and facial proportions, you know? And so I was like almost done with the drawing and then my sister runs in. Keep in mind, I'm like sitting in my bed against the walls and my laptop is like this so she cannot see what I'm drawing. And my sister was like 5 or 6 at the time. We have a really big age difference. And she really likes looking at my drawings usually, so she asks me to, you know, show her what I was doing. And I tell her, no, I'm not showing you this one because this one's really scary and you're gonna get traumatized because you're a literal child. And she gets like really upset about that, so she's like, no, like please show me. And I'm like, no, I'm not showing you. So she gets like kind of upset and so she pretends to leave and then she turns around and runs back and like snatches my laptop out of my hand before I could even react. And keep in mind, this child is scared of anything. Like she refused to sleep with the lights off. She also could never be alone in a room, you know? And so I'm like, oh no, like she won't be able to sleep at night and my mom's gonna yell at me and blah, blah, blah. But she looks at the picture and she goes, Valeria, this is not scary at all. And I'm like, huh? And she continues, yeah, this looks just like the girl in your mirror. And points to the mirror across from my bed. And I like refuse to believe her. I'm like, there's no way. Like this child has a crazy imagination. She's definitely making it up, right? Like, okay, you have a crazy imagination. I'm gonna like talk to you about it. Let's see how far you can go. Cause that was kind of like my testing thing to see when she's lying and not. Cause when she lies, she goes into like these narratives. Like she's like a story writer, you know? So I'm like, do you see this girl often? She goes like, kind of. Like, it doesn't seem like she's lying, but I'm like, there's no way. So I'm like, okay, like, do you guys talk to each other? And she goes, yeah, like she says things. And I'm like, okay, like, so, like, she's lying. She's, like, going on about this. There's no way this, like, if there was a ghost in the mirror or something like that, like, there's no way it would talk to my little sister, right? And I'm like, okay, like, what does this girl say to you? And my sister looks at me and goes, I don't know. She only spoke English. English is not my family's first language. And when my sister was 5, she did not speak a word of English. So I was convinced. My sister definitely saw this girl in the mirror and she was there occasionally, apparently. And people say that kids are like better at seeing things like this. So I was like, okay, Anyways, I still didn't tell anyone about the story because I was scared that my mom's gonna yell at me for showing my sister a scary picture. So I just kind of kept it to myself. I was like, okay, we're good. We're done. We're done. No one's talking about this. Didn't stop there though. Like a few months later, I had a friend come over to my house for a sleepover, just like a girls' night, nothing crazy. I completely forgot about my like sister situation. Everything's normal. We're just doing like regular sleepover things. And the night comes, we go to sleep, and obviously like I have one bed in my bedroom, so my friend and I are like sleeping next to each other. And this friend also hates horror. She was like so scared of anything to the point where she refused to watch any horror movies, refused to go to any Halloween attractions. Like she like did not like going outside during Halloween because she was scared of the decorations. Like she was spooked by little noises, you know? And so I'm always used to like calming her down. I'm like, no, like it's fine. It's like just the house settling. Don't worry. Like it's probably a bird. It's a bat, whatever. This night, both of us go to sleep, right? Because it's a sleepover. Then in the middle of the night, my friend wakes up, but she wakes up to the point where she like jumps up off the bed, and it wakes me up. I'm literally getting goosebumps saying this, okay? And she's staring in the direction of the mirror across from the bed, right? And I see this and I'm like half asleep. I'm like, what is happening? But she's acting so odd. Like she is not acting like herself. So I'm like very hesitantly, I'm like, hey, like what's going on? I'm like, are you okay? And she points at the mirror and goes, can you shine a light? Can you shine a light there? And I'm like, I was terrified at that point. My friend is scared of anything. If she sees anything in the mirror, like she would be crying, hiding, running, I don't know. But she's just sitting there, not acting like herself at all, pointing at the mirror like this and saying, shine a light. So I'm like, okay, like I pick up my phone from the floor. I'm like, there's no way there's anything in the mirror. There's no way. So I shine a light at the mirror. There's nothing there. You just see a wall and like a part of the ceiling that's like reflecting in the mirror. And my friend goes, okay, and just falls back down on the bed and goes to sleep. And I'm too scared to ask her what she saw in the mirror to the point where she wanted me to shine a light there. So I decided to try to fall back asleep and just ask her about it in the morning. So I do exactly that. It took me a while to fall back asleep after that. So next morning I wake up and I ask her like, hey, what was that all about? She goes like, what was what all about? She did not remember getting up at night. And I'm like, okay, like that sometimes happens with sleepwalking, you know, like when you sleepwalk and the next morning you don't remember. But also she's not known for sleepwalking. Like it's not a regular thing that she does. And I also never told her like the story about my sister or anything. Like I never showed her the picture of like the drawing that I did, nothing. And so since she didn't remember what happened, her getting up and asking me to shine a light, I had to tell her what she did. And she's like, that's so not like me. Like it's not something I would do. I'm like, I know. So we continue hanging out that day and it's been like a few hours pass by. And then she goes, Valeria, I remember my dream. I'm like, yeah, well, what was it? She says there was a girl in the mirror, like in her dream, who needed our help. And she's like, that's probably why I asked you to shine a light, because the girl, she needed help. The girl, like, she needed help. It's really weird that she saw the same thing that my sister did, that both of them saw a girl in the mirror. And my friend said that she doesn't like fully remember how the girl looked like, but she had black hair. I never showed her the drawing. I never showed her anything. And I don't know, maybe it's a coincidence, but it's too perfect. And at other sleepovers, I had my friends tell me that they would see like weird shadows in my room. And one time my friend saw a shadow standing over me at night. And I still don't know how and why that was. So if any of you know what this girl in the mirror could be, like, let me know. I'm just happy I don't live there anymore. He has been looking up at this corner of my room for like the past 5 minutes and he's not moving. Like, oh. Oh my God. What is there? What did you see? And back he goes. Bro. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Acorda. Tá aqui. Vai embora da minha casa agora! Você não é bem-vindo aqui! Vai embora! Ele não tá passando. Ele não vai passar. Ele não passa.
What the f... Yo. Bruh? Bro, what the f... Dude, what the f... Holy... I got goosebumps. What the f... I'm f***ing out, bro. I'm f***ing out. No f***ing way. No f***ing way.
Guys, I'm home alone. I'm by myself and there's something at my door and I don't know what it is. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god! I'm not gonna let you in. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What? Oh god! Oh my god.
Let me in, you fucking bitch.
Please no!
All my suspicions were confirmed when I went over to my mom's house. Weird shit started happening. And I think it's like me. Like, the attachment is to me. Because my mom said that none of that shit's ever happened before. Pretty much the same shit that was happening at my old apartment was happening at my mom's. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a place. So y'all know that I moved and I got all my shit in there. And yes, I see all of y'all's comments saying, get Ring cameras, you know, keep a watch out, like, record this shit. Like, some weird shit's going on. So I set up a Ring and a camera pretty much in every single room. I have caught shit, which I will release later. But I followed y'all's advice. I've gotten sage, I've done prayers, I've done all of the above. Luckily, nothing is, like, physically harming me, although it is disrupting my sleep. I'm having a lot of sleep paralysis pretty much every single night. But it's just weird shit, like the cabinets opening up, just feeling like I'm being watched. Eventually, I knew that I would catch something on tape. But anyway, since I didn't have a room at my mom's, I had to sleep with her. And she has little motion sensors. So, like, if you're by it, the light will turn on. Lo and behold, I am next to her. My mom's recording. And look at what the fuck is happening. This has never happened before, by the way. And we're just like... What?
Mom, this is scary.
So my battery operated under the counter light just woke me up because it's not on, it is off, and it keeps turning on and flickering, and I don't know what the heck. I just checked it. It's off. It's in the off setting.